Hello there, everyone. So welcome to day 3 of Accepting Your Heart's Desires. And on this third day, we are going to take a look at the third chakra. So we're going to spend time in the center of your body, which is the solar plexus, which is just above the navel. And this is a really important chakra. I mean, they're all important, but it's important because it's right in the center. And it's the center of our life. And the reasons it's important is it's the place where we reach some maturity. So we've been connected with other people up until now. If we talk about the tree of life, you know that the root chakra was the roots of the tree, which is your roots, which is your kin, your family, and then obviously the wider family of the earth and nature. And then the second chakra being about our intimate one-on-one relationships. Well, this third chakra is all about you. It's about your self-esteem, your ego, your personality, and how you feel about yourself. And so it's no surprise that this particular chakra is connected to your internal organs below the waist. So this is your stomach, your pancreas, your reproductive organs. And this chakra is all about your self-esteem. So if you don't respect yourself or believe in yourself, then you tend not to follow your own guidance. You tend to put yourself off. You tend to put yourself down. And I'm sure at some point in your life you have been through this. And I know I have really struggled with my solar plexus chakra for a lot of my life because I didn't follow my own guidance. I looked at other people, I made comparisons, I tried to be things that were outside of myself. So my guru, Carolyn Myss, she uses this example of saying, your solar plexus gets tested when you have an idea about something. You have this feeling, and it's in your gut, which is, effectively where your solar plexus is, that you should do something, you should follow up on something. And there are various reasons why you don't. So sometimes we want a miracle to occur. We want to have some kind of biblical experience where an angel appears at the end of our bed in the middle of the night and says, you know what, you are going to set up an amazing business. And this is exactly how you're going to do it. It's been ordained by the divine. It's just, your perfect life purpose. Tomorrow you're going to wake up. You're going to make these different things happen. Call this person. Do it at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you go, wow, I had this vision, in the middle of the night. And so you wake up in the morning and you think, I feel so empowered by that. I know what I need to do in life. And you ring your mother or you ring your best friend and you say, I had this vision and this angel appeared to me at the end of the bed and it's told me to set this business up and to ring this person. And your mom or your best friend, they go, are you kidding me? Are you bonkers? You can't do that. And I think you've lost it. And then you go, yeah, you're right. I'm actually fooling myself. I was just having a dream and exactly who am I to go out there and do something amazing like that? I'm not good enough. I'm just, going a bit crazy. And so the vision that you had goes out of the window and you give your sense of self, your self-esteem away to the person who has told you that you're not good enough or has questioned your integrity here. So this is the challenging part about this third chakra. And that is the key to self-esteem is where is our power? And there are two powers here in the solar plexus. The first is integrity and the second is endurance. And so the first thing about integrity, it's like a sense of loyalty but keeping your word. You know how you say, when I was younger, my mom would go out to work and she would say, right, I want you to clean the house while I'm away. And I knew if I didn't clean the house, I was in big trouble. And also, because I said I'd do it, I needed to, clean the house. But she would give me some money for doing it too. So there was always that incentive. So I would clean the house like I said I would. And she kept her word and gave me the money. And so what we have here with this honor code about integrity is you are saying to the divine, this is what I promised to myself. This is what I intend to do. And I'm going to be honourable in doing that. So you expect the divine, the angels, we ask them for stuff. We send our thoughts and our intentions and our hopes and wishes out to the universe and to our angels and God, and we say, I would like these things in my life. And so you hope that, they'll keep their word, that they will protect you and keep you safe and everything else. But what about your honor code? What about the things that you need to do to make those things happen? So there are honorable codes going up through the tree of life. So the first one, the root chakra, is being honorable to our family members, looking after our family. The second is honoring your word and honoring in one-to-one relationships. But this third chakra, is honoring yourself. And it's about saying to yourself, I feel as though this action I need to take is important. So one of the my followers on my Facebook page had said that, she feels like she needs to give up smoking. She really wants to do it, not just for her health, but because she's kind of stuck in this habit that she doesn't like, and she knows it's not good for her, and she's on this mission to stop smoking. And there are other things, aren't there, like exercise, like for me, eating less sugar, or honoring yourself in different ways, about meditation, about doing yoga or reading or just going for a walk, or anything that you are doing, not through guilt, not because you feel like you should do it, but because it's an honor, it's a promise you're making to yourself. And in making that promise, it's like you're making that promise to the divine, whoever you see the divine as, God, Buddha, any of those divine energies. And we keep our word. It's important to keep our word to ourselves, even when we don't want to do it. Because when you show up, you keep your word, then heaven shows up at the same time. And so that is one of the most important things about the third chakra. The second thing is about endurance. So it's about knowing that we are beings that are being tested and have to endure things. And in keeping our word, sometimes we have to endure the discipline that goes with that. So you have to, if you say, I'm not going to be negative, I'm going to make sure that I don't gossip about other people. That takes some doing. It takes some endurance to stop yourself, because we get into patterns. We actually quite enjoy it. Sometimes it's sport. Sometimes it makes people like us or want to know us better, because we've got some kind of tidbits of information to pass on. It's like currency. And this is the challenge here, is the power to endure. And it's important. Endurance is important for everything. It's important when you're creating something. I know when I make my jewelry pieces, I have to endure the fact that I'm usually working when everybody else is playing. I have to patiently keep coming back and working on something more and more and more until it goes through 100 shades of ugly and starts to become beautiful. Sometimes I have to scrap a design altogether. And sometimes I have to patiently wait until people actually want to buy it, because they may not like it and it needs to grow in popularity, or it needs to wait for its time. There's also something about endurance and healing. So, I'll give you another example. I'm not ill very often, but I had this awful chest and throat infection 2 weeks ago. And as soon as I got it, I was going, well, I'll be well in a couple of days. And I wasn't. And this went on for about 10 days, and it wasn't getting any better. I wasn't healing fast enough. And things feel tough when you're being taught endurance. I was being taught the endurance to just sit down and not do anything, because in not doing anything, these ideas would come to me. And I thought about a lot of things while I was resting, which was very good for me. And so the third chakra is the center through which you see the struggle in every aspect of your life. So instead of seeing all the people involved in that, oh, then she said this and they did that, see that symbolically you are being tested. Pull yourself back and see the test in there. So You may be thinking, what has all this got to do with accepting my heart's desires? When does the bit come where we make our 3 wishes and the fairy godmother turns up? Well, it's almost as though you are in an armoured cell in your home, and it is foolproof. Nobody can get in there, even a fairy godmother. And until you unlock that vacuum-sealed massive door that nothing can penetrate, and you clear out all of the baggage and the garbage that's in there with you, you won't be able to get to your fairy godmother. You won't be able to get the wishes. Because in your cluttered life, with all of the baggage and all of the issues that you've got, or the blocks that you're putting in your way, which is this big sealed up door that nobody can penetrate, you're stopping yourself from accepting everything. So at the moment, you don't lack anything in your life. You don't. You are very wealthy beyond beyond your wildest dreams. You know, you can walk on free pathways. There is a plentiful supply of food that somebody's already grown and picked for you and imported from all over the world. You can get fruits from exotic places if you want them. You know where they are. You might not be able to afford to eat them every day, but if I said to you, you can have a lychee right now, I bet you know where you could go and get it. And we are wealthy beyond our wildest imagination in this lifetime, but we concentrate on what we don't have. And the minute that we allow ourselves to see beyond the veil of illusion that we are putting in front of us, the minute that we open that vacuum-sealed massive armoured door and let fairy godmother in, the minute we clear up all the clutter around us and free up a space for the things that we do want in our life, instead of holding on through fear for the things that we don't want, but because we feel lack, we're hanging on to them anyway, that is when the magic happens. That is when you will see things changing in your life. And so we've got to honour our promise to ourselves and the divine. So keep your word, even if you don't want to do something. Show up and heaven will show up there too. So I would like you to take a moment to think about what is a promise that you've been making to yourself or wanting to make to yourself that you need to make today. And I'm not expecting you, because I know that some excuses will come up. So if I said to you, I'm not going to say anything negative for a whole 24 hours, that is going to be tough. I know it's going to be tough, and I'm going to start making excuses. But my intention is really strong to do that. I am going to give it a go. And if I said to myself, okay, so for an hour every day at 12 o'clock, between 12 and 1 in the afternoon, I am not going to be negative. I can do that. And then I can build from there. So what is it that you want to keep your word about to yourself and to the divine? What is your honor code, your promise to yourself? Think about things that you want to do. I am making a commitment here, but I will meditate. Even if it's only for 3 minutes, I will do that every day. And the other thing is I want to take really good care of this body that I'm in, this short-term carrier of my spirit. And I want to take as good a care of it so I'm in as good a shape as I can possibly be to carry out all of the things that I've been put here to do. And so I'm going to keep myself well by eating better. So every day I'm going to make a conscious decision to try and eat better, to try and show up every day with that intention, and to do a little bit of exercise, even if it's only 5 minutes a day. So what have you been promising yourself that you want to make a promise to yourself today? And don't overburden yourself with promises, but sit down and think about that and write that in your journal. So I'll give you a moment to think about that, and you want to maybe just pause the video for a second while you think about that. So my final thoughts for you, as you have written this little honor code to yourself, is this whole thing about the mystery. So I'm experiencing this firsthand. Things were going very, very well for me, and then other challenges have swept into my life all of a sudden. And I'm going to myself and to my angels and the universe, I don't understand. I thought I was doing everything right. And therein lies perfection, because every time you don't understand what's going on in your life, you're entering another mystery. So immediately things start to go a bit pear-shaped. That is the moment when you say, I don't know what's going on here. I'm entering another mystery. And then the moment that something unknown and tricky starts to happen for you and challenging, you're in endurance mode. You're in your solar plexus chakra. And you just know that that divine energy and your angels and the universe are with you right now, activating something. So get excited. So I feel excited at the moment about these challenges because I've got new choices. I'm asking questions. And I'm always go back to the vows that you're making to yourself. And you will get tempted. So you may have aced whatever it is that you want to do. You know, you might say, oh, I've lost weight. I've made a pact with myself. I've made a vow to myself that I will lose this excess weight that I've been carrying where I've been eating rubbish and I start eating healthily. And then the universe goes, I'm going to test you. I'm going to put temptation in your way. And before you know it, you go on 3 holidays and you end up eating lots of really beautiful, rich food, drinking alcohol, eating sugar, just being self-indulgent. And then you go, damn it. But then you have to start again. And just know, don't beat yourself up. Just know that, you know, that's a way of you getting it. I get it. And I know I need to work on that part of me that needs to kind of make myself more robust in my vows to myself. How can I make this easier for myself? How can I make this a vow that I can keep in a way that I know I can do it? So good luck with the mystery. Get excited about new choices and questions. The divine is activating something in your life. So when it's mysterious, it's exciting. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic day.